He on the way. Close the door so I can talk about my wiener. Hello, welcome to a video. My name is Emery. I am a 26-year-old female to male transgender human being in the Bay Area. I have no shirt on because it's hot and I don't feel like wearing a shirt. And only God can judge me. So I made a video yesterday answering a couple questions and it was so boring. So let's not be boring today. I want to do my best for you guys. So yesterday Chris asked about teas. My favorite tea is yerba mate. It comes loose leaf and I brew it for like up to 20 minutes and then I strain it. I add honey and almond milk and ice for a nice iced latte, or just drink it straight hot or straight cold. It's better to brew it cold because it doesn't take any of the nutrients out of it. I love coffee, but it is not the best thing health-wise. I think it's good for my mental health though. But you know, I like to make like concoctions, so sometimes I'll even make like a dirty mate latte, which is yerba mate, and then like your choice of milk. I use milk of almond usually, and then add like some espresso or instant coffee because I'm poor. For an herbal tea, I like rooibos. What else? Yeah, I just love yerba mate. You can mix it with anything. Yesterday I had a lemon yerba mate with raspberry. It was bomb. Or sometimes I even add chocolate. What was the other question yesterday? Was, oh, STPs and Packers. I don't have a close relationship with STPs or Packers. We're not like bros, you know, we're just kind of acquaintances. My first STP was the P style. I got it, I spun the wheel at Pride and that's what I won. It works great. I don't have it anymore, but it's the one that I have liked the best. I've tried the Go Girl and the medicine spoon method, where you take the medicine spoon and you cut off the closed end and then you like burn it down so it's not sharp. But that's small, it can be messy. None of those are really good for the urinal. I haven't tried the Peacock, but I don't really pack that often, and I don't use the urinal. I like having an STP just so that I can be able to pee outside and not worry about someone thinking that I'm sitting to poop. Like at the Rainbow Gathering last week, we were out in the Uinta National Forest and I had to squat sort of to pee. I was just kind of paranoid about it. So yeah, but I mean, they're pretty easy to make. Packing, the thing is, I have the Mr. Limpy. I've always had a Mr. Limpy. The cheap $12 ones, I got it at the Pleasure Chest in Los Angeles, and they're kind of firm. Like the balls are firm, and I don't, it just doesn't feel real to me. Like I prefer either a sock, just because it's light, so I don't feel like I have anything in my pants, but I do notice the bulge, or like probably I guess the Sailor is the one that has like the balls are more like hangy, not just like a... The question that I am trying to get to comes from Brittany, and Brittany said, "My boyfriend and I follow you on YouTube. Thank you. You've helped us stage our videos. That's cool. One thing we would like some help/info on is how you dealt with the growing that happens down there and how it changed your sex life, if at all, and if you use any enhancers, i.e. pumps, etc. Before I started testosterone, I hung out with my friend, I guess I shouldn't say his name, I hung out with a friend, and he told me, because he started testosterone before me, he told me that the growth was annoying at first, that it would like rub on your pants or your underwear. So I was worried about that, but I never had any pain or rubbing, chafing. I dealt with it well. I thought it was cool. It was the first effect of testosterone that I could physically see and recognize as a true effect, as opposed to like stuff that's happening mentally that may or may not be testosterone related. I think the only con to the growth in my downstairs region was that because it was the first noticeable change, it was the only noticeable change for a little while, and I felt more male there, but still really dysphoric about other places, which made me dysphoric about my penis. It made sexual activities a little uncomfortable. You know, before I came out as FTM, I was identifying as genderqueer, and I didn't have much dysphoria. I had dysphoria when certain things would happen, but I did not relate my body to a specific gender, mostly because I wasn't connected to my body. And then that was sort of a forced recognition that this is different than this, and it's all different than this, and so that was a little bit rough, but mostly it was exciting. If I could stay in the positive side of it, then it was good. I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it. It's just constantly changing. I just changed my dose back down to 3.5. I'm noticing more changes. I feel better on a lower dose. I feel like my testosterone is higher when I'm on a lower dose. My libido is better, my energy's better, my irritability is lessened, and that also comes with exercise and eating clean. The second part of the question was, how did it change your sex life? Like I said, I got a little bit more dysphoric at times, but it became a lot more sensitive. This is a little personal and maybe TMI, trigger warning. I really associate with like the bobbing motion of my partner's head. Before testosterone, it was either with a toy, an attachment, or I told my partner that that made me comfortable and was exciting, and so they kind of just did that motion no matter what they were doing. After I started growing, that was actually something, and is something that happens. It's not something that they need to like pretend to do or use something else to do it too. Like, that is how it works now. And yeah, I mean, things change. You get erections. I get erections. I don't know if you do. Sometimes at random times, like at work, I'd be like, what is this feeling? And at different times, for strange reasons, that's mostly died down. But yeah, it's very noticeably engorged at times. And if you use any enhancers, i.e. pumps, etc. I bought a pump pre-T, a good one. The same time I got my, it was just, I just picked out a penis at the store, and I picked out a pump and a packer at the same time. I outgrew my pump twice, and then I stopped using it. All of that stuff got left in another country, and it's gone, and I'm okay with that. There's a method for pumping with like a big syringe, like the syringes that you like give babies medicine with, you know, like the big plastic ones, and you can like pull it and it'll pump, but I'm too big for it now, so it's pretty pointless. So I don't use any enhancement, but at the same time, I don't know if anybody's ever thought about this. I think about this a lot. The act of oral sex is sort of like the act of pumping. I mean, TMI, SRY. I had this question, and then like 8 people were like, yeah, do that. 12. Let's see, is there anything else about it? I think I will get another packer eventually, but it's not in my budget right this second, and I'll probably make an STP. So thanks, Brittany and Sean, for asking the question and for being so respectful about it. I'm not uncomfortable about it. I just don't like the thought of making other people uncomfortable and saying too much, but I guess that's just what I do, is talk about these things to the best of my ability, as honest as possible. If you guys have any more questions, you can ask them on Tumblr, you can ask them in the comments below. Give this video a like so that more people can see it. One thing that really helps me out while I'm saving up to buy a car is if you do the free trial on Audible using audibletrial.com/mqism. You just sign up for the free trial, and then you can download a free audiobook, and then you can cancel your trial. You can use it for 30 days and then cancel it, or you can download and then cancel it, but I get a small commission for everybody that does that, and that goes into the car that I'm saving up for, because I'm headed back to Southern California sometime this week to work and save up for a car and come back to the Bay. So, I love you, and I hope that this was helpful enough. If you have any specific questions about like the downstairs region, then go ahead and ask them, and I can make another video about this, because I'm not sure what is meant by like how did you deal with the growth, because I don't specifically remember it being something that I needed to cope with other than the dysphoria that it triggered. But I don't have bottom dysphoria anymore, other than in like swim trunks. I don't pack and swim, and I'm a packer. Anyway, that's it. That's it. I love you.